The Girl in the Well.
You ever hear a story so strange, it sticks in your head for days? In 2007, a family moved to a remote province in Quezon. 3 days later, their daughter started talking to someone in their backyard.
She said she lives in the well.
Well, the problem, that well was supposed to be sealed shut. This story came from a barangay captain in Quezon province. He swears it really happened. In 2007, a family of 4 mom, dad, and 2 daughters moved into a small rental house deep in the countryside. It was quiet, too. Quiet? Maybe? The house had no neighbors for at least a kilometer in any direction. Just trees, grass, and one thing the landlord warned them about: an old stone well behind the house. He told them it had been sealed years ago and to keep the kids away. Of course, that's not what happened. On the 3rd day, the younger daughter, 8 years old, started playing near the well. Her older sister, who was 13, noticed her whispering, but there was no one there. When they asked who she was talking to, the little girl said, "The girl in the well." She said she used to live here. The parents thought she was just imagining things, but that night, the older daughter woke up screaming. She said she saw a soaking wet girl standing at the foot of her bed. Long black hair, pale face, dripping water on the floor. The next morning, the puddle was still there. The dad tried to open the well to prove it was empty, but when he pried off the old cover, the smell hit them first. Rot. Then they saw it, a small skull and broken bones. They called the police. Investigation showed the remains belonged to a girl, reported missing in the 1990s. She had been lured into the house by a relative of the previous owner and thrown into the well. The case was reopened, but here's the part that still gives me chills. After the family moved out, the barangay captain had the well fully sealed with cement. 2 weeks later, his niece, who was visiting from Manila, stayed in the empty house. She never heard the story. She knew nothing about the well, but after her first night there, she told her Uncle Tito, "There's a girl in the backyard. She asked me if I can help her out of the hole." That house is still standing, but no one stays longer than a few nights. They say once you hear her voice, you never really sleep again.